G'day everyone, thanks for tuning in again. So this week's kind of been a weird week with everything going on around the world. It's sort of messed up my plans, but it's actually been a pretty good week. Monday knocked out my tempo run like I was supposed to. I think I did actually do 8Ks, so 4 on, 4 off. Tuesday got out again with my mate after work. That run ended up being pretty much the first 5Ks of it or so was basically a tempo run. Given he's a faster runner, it's probably my fault for running a bit hard. And it took a while till we did actually settle down back to that sort of 5:30 per K. Up until then, I think they were 5:10s, 5:15s. Yeah, done that. It was like about 11 Ks again, another 60-minute run. But yeah, those first sort of 5K were probably a bit quick. But I managed to settle that down for the way home for the last 6. Then Wednesday night off again, and Thursday got out again for another 60-minute run. Just again around the hills, nice and casual. I think it was about a 5:27 average. I did go out and it was a bit warmer and went out and done a nice long hill climb, which I think I probably pushed a little bit too hard. Definitely feeling it after the run, but yeah, still got it done. Good run still. And then Friday just got out for a light cruisy run with the dog. And then on Saturday went out to park run again. I think I did a 2K warm up, and then I ran a pretty fast 5K. I'll talk about that a bit more in a second, but pretty fast 5K. I think I ran a 24:45 or something like that, so not far off my PB for parkrun. I did want to see just where I was at in terms of fitness wise, but at the same time I didn't push myself to the point where I was going to be exhausted at the end of it. And then I did a K1.5 or so after parkrun just to warm down. During the run I did actually start feeling a little bit tight in the back of the leg, in the hammy area just above my knee, so I gave myself Sunday off just because that's something I don't want to really play with. I did go out for a light jog to test it and it was a bit tight, so gave myself Sunday off when I was supposed to do a long run. But turns out that's all good because the run I've been training for 3 weeks out has been cancelled due to the coronavirus. So that's now cancelled, postponed. It's postponed now until August at the moment. So that's given me another 5 months or so to train. So with the runs everywhere getting postponed or cancelled now due to coronavirus, it really brings up the thing of what do you do now? Most people, they're training for a goal. That's what's driving them. That's what's helping them to push further, run beyond what's their comfort level so they can hopefully achieve their goal when they do turn up to the run. I know that's certainly the case for me. I normally wouldn't go out and do a 35K run on a Sunday unless I'm actually training for something. So with the goal removed, now it's a case of what's driving me now. And it's probably the same for a lot of people. So for me, this period now, it's not like I can readjust and pick another run to become my goal and start targeting that and maybe adjust my training schedule to fit. I don't know when the next run's going to happen. I don't want to pick something that's, say, 6 or 7 weeks out and then that happens again, because it's just going to start a chain reaction of basically pushing yourself, getting fatigued, and then you send yourself into injury. You're tired, you're fatigued, so even if you do make it to the run, are you going to have the energy to see it out? So it's a good chance to reassess everything and just back off a little bit, maybe take it easy, give yourself a chance to rest, recuperate. I've been training fairly heavily since late last year while I was getting ready for the ultra, and then I rolled that event. I had a couple of weeks where I took it easy and then straight back into training for the next marathon. So I'm going to use this as a chance to back off. My next week or two, I think I'll be doing enough Ks to keep myself busy, but like I said, with parkrun, pulling up a bit sore, I can take it easy now because there's no pressure on me to get back to running those huge Ks to make sure I can see out the marathon. So it's a blessing in disguise in that I can now take it easy and let that recuperate, make sure it heals. If I have actually done anything, I'll just be doing a few test runs over the next few days to see how it is. And hopefully I haven't done anything, but if I have, there's no pressure on me to force that to heal quicker. If everything's okay, then for me, I'll take my training back about 5-6 weeks, where a long run on a weekend is going for, say, maybe 20 Ks instead of going for 30 or 35. It's a lot easier to manage, it's a lot less stress, and all I'm then doing is maintaining that fitness. It also gives a chance to just go back to doing what you like to do. Like, I just enjoy getting out for a run. So go out, relax with the dog, cruise. I don't have to be doing a massive tempo or, making myself do anything at this point. I can just relax and enjoy the run. And if I feel like going a bit harder, I can go a bit harder. If I don't want to, then I can just cruise and turn it into a light run. The runs themselves will still be 60-minute runs because I want to maintain the fitness at where I am now. I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to, they start announcing when events are on and I can start planning for something. I don't want to be in a position where I have to go, oh great, I'm going to have to wait 16 weeks now so I can get my basic fitness back up and then start a 12-week program. So I figure if I'm floating, doing something like what I would think would be, say, week 6 or so in my 12-week program with those 20-ish K long runs and still doing most of my 60-minute runs, it won't fatigue me, it'll maintain my fitness, and when I pick a target, I can pick something that might only be 8 weeks out and I'll be ready to go. It also gives a chance to maybe give up one of my runs that I would normally do and start doing some weight work or some cycling, some cross training, anything like that, just to differ it up, but give the body a chance to rest. Maybe you might want to introduce some hill reps or something. It might be that I actually enjoy them and they help me improve, but that's something that I don't want to introduce at this stage of a training program because I'm nearly at my goal. But giving everything's now hit the reset button, I can introduce that, and it's not weeks of me trying to get used to that and maybe disrupting what was already a training program that was working for me. It's things I can try, and there's really no repercussion. As long as I don't injure myself doing something, I can try it and go, actually, I don't really want to do that, or to get to where I want to do the hill reps, it's too far out of my way, when I could just do a run and maybe add a weight session or something like that. So it's a chance to try a little bit of variety and just see what you enjoy. Try some things you haven't done. Maybe, we're all supposed to be self-isolating at the moment, but I know where I am at the moment, there's not even a case in my city. So I'm just going to be doing what I do for now and just adjust to the circumstances, I guess. At the moment I'm fit and healthy, and I'm just going to keep going with that until, maybe I won't get it. If I do get something, then so be it. So, but for now, you get that deflated feeling when the goal you've been targeting and everything I've been working towards for the last 2.5 months has just been taken away. But, it's not the first time I've missed events due to injury, where 2 weeks out from the event, I've torn my calf and there's no way in hell I'm going to be lining up on the start line. So this isn't the first time that I've had to stop and, I guess, take stock on where I'm at and where I want to get to. So use that time to have a look at your own program and work out what you want to do. Obviously we can't pick a new goal, so I would recommend not picking something new unless you want to, maybe target something huge next year, but that's 12 months out, and you've got to maintain between then. And if you're like me, then you need a goal to keep working towards. So for now, just reset, try a few new things, see what works, see what doesn't work. It's a good chance to go out and try some new areas where you haven't ran before. Go out the bush, try them if you haven't been doing trail runs. Self-isolating, there's going to be no one out there. I go for a 3-hour run in the bush and I don't see anybody. So, that's probably a good spot to go for a run if you don't want to be seeing people and want to keep away from everyone. So you can go out and try that, try some new areas that you haven't ran before, have a look around, get to know your areas of your town, especially, a lot of streets are going to be empty if everyone gets isolated. as long as you're healthy. But again, that all comes down to what happens. It might get to the point where everyone has to stay indoors. I don't have a treadmill. I'll drive myself crazy sitting inside. So for now, we've just got to roll with the punches and see where all this goes. This isn't something we've had to deal with before. I've never had to sort of balance inside some sort of world pandemic where we're all fearful of this virus, and just waiting to see what happens and getting told by governments we can't be in the big groups and all the events where people tend to gather around are all getting cancelled. So it's just very much a wait and see, and I think it's the same from their end as well. They don't really know how it's going to play out, so they're just doing what they can, and we just end up having to, we miss our stuff, but it's not the end of the world, and there will be more events when they come around. So we just have to maintain what we're doing and stay fit and healthy, and once everything clears up, then we can pick something new to work towards. So with that said, that'll do for this week. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, try and avoid the virus. If you do get it, really do hope you get a full recovery nice and quick. Look after everyone who's not able to get down to shops and everything. Things are crazy where I am now. Can't buy certain materials and stuff. So, if you know people that can't get down to shops, give them a shout out so you can give them a hand. But yeah, until then, till next week, stay safe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all again next week. See ya.